Come run with me, let's hit the open road. If you could use some exciting news.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Extra Channel. So here we are, Sunday morning, the day of the John Karasi 30-kilometer race. So, for those who can see, and for those who don't know, I'm not doing the race this morning. 30 kilometers at this stage is way too early in my Cape Town Marathon program. Although I love doing the race, it's a toughie, very hilly, and yeah, I mean, I'm starting off on my long run now. I'll give you some more details of this run shortly, but total distance is planning to be 15 k's, so you can see I'm a long way from the 30k required. So just to catch up, I had a very successful last 2 weeks, managed to do all my speedwork sessions. I'll just put a brief précis of the speedwork sessions at the end of this video. Plan for today, right? This was supposed to be yesterday, but yesterday, to put it mildly, was a total write-off due to weather. Torrential rains, thunder and lightning, you name it. So yesterday became an additional rest day. So yesterday was going to be a warm-up, and then 3 times 5 kilometers, with the middle section being a time trial. So I've adapted that slightly. I'm a bit pressed for time today, so I can only manage a 15k in total. So I'm going to do that as a progressive run. It's still based on the 3 times 5 kilometers. So the first 5 kilometers, I'm wanting to be in the range of 6:15, 6:30 per kilometer. Just gone through the first kilometer in a 6:45, but obviously got no warm-up, just straight into this. So I'm running at the moment at 6:20 pace. I haven't finished the second K yet, so that's more like what I'm looking at. The second lot of 5Ks I then want to do between 6 and 6:15, and the last 5 between 5.5 and 6. Okay, I'm not doing the original loops I was going to do yesterday. I'm doing a circular 15 kilometer, so the terrain is varied for each 5 kilometer section. It's not a tough route by any stretch of imagination. But it'll be interesting to see if I can keep those paces within each section with the varied terrain. So, on the notorious Melville Road in Plumstead, I'm going to be shortly heading out into the Constantia area, then the Medridge area, and then back home. So I'll give you catch-ups throughout this run and chat to you just now. So, we have just been through the first 5Ks. Total time was 32:15. So, basically bang on the money, just under 6.5 minute pace. I will put up the actual paces after this run, and it'll be appearing now. So the thing about progressive runs, if you do them correctly and you worked out your time zones correctly, then you actually shouldn't need to pick up your pace. Your body, as it warms up, will naturally run quicker. So the secret, if anything, is to actually not go too fast. Make sure you don't go in excess of the time zone you're in. And how do you set your time zones? Well, I'm doing 15 kilometers. I'm pretty confident in a race scenario I could comfortably run 5.5 minute pace. So that I'm basing on my last and quickest zone, and the rest of it is then based on your warm-up, your normal training speed, and then something just a little bit quicker than normal training. So we are 5.5 k's into this. I've got to cross a road here, so I'll chat to you guys just now. Right, we went through halfway in 47.5 minutes. So that would give us a total figure of 1 hour 35. So if all goes to plan, I should have quite a healthy negative split there, but we'll find out after the run. Catch up with you guys at 10 kilometers, which is 2 kilometers away. Alright guys, 10k is done. 1 hour, 1 minute, 47 seconds. So that would indicate my worst fears, that I picked up the pace too much. I don't know, the last 2 kilometers I was definitely trying to slow myself down. The 10th kilometer was actually 5:45, and that was with trying to slow down. Okay, so we're into the final 5k's, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because it would appear that I'm already in to that pace zone. Okay, catch up with you a little further along. Cheers for now. So 15 kilometers done. My final time there was 1 hour 31 minutes and 18 seconds. And just to prove that you can never be sure of any run, sometimes you have fantastic runs, sometimes you have disgusting runs, sometimes you have runs which for most of the way are great, and then you die at the end and you can't understand why. Well, today was one of those days. For some unknown reason, around 11 k's, I started feeling nauseous, and that basically continued with me to the end. I had to take a couple of walk breaks, but I did make it. I think I just kept the last 5 k's just within the zone, but I'm not 100% certain. Can't explain that. It was a fasted run. I only had a cup of coffee before I ran, which is normal. I normally have a cup of coffee before I run. So who knows what caused that? Anyhow, you live and you learn, and as I say, not every run can be fantastic. But as my dad said many years ago, you run for those amazing runs. And I have to say that most of my runs are amazing. All good anyhow, maybe not all are amazing, but they're all good. And occasionally you have one where you don't feel as good. Sometimes last thing you want to do is run that day. You keep putting it off, and you say, okay, I'll just go do 5k's, and you end up running 8 and have a fantastic run. One never knows. But I do know about the mental health benefits of running. I've always said if I didn't run, I'd be killing people. I also found in my younger days, if I had a work problem or something, I'd go for a run and the answer would come to me. So running, yeah, been doing it for 40 odd years. It's definitely part of my life, and I would recommend it to anyone. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Please like the video if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you haven't done so. buy us a coffee. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did run the Elsies River 10 kilometer last week. The aim was to try and get a sub 50. I'm not going to tell you what my time was now, because I think this video may go up before the actual race video. But the race video should go up this week, coming week, so keep a lookout for that on the main channel. Okay. Oh, I keep wanting to sign off, and then remember I want to tell you some more things. Original plan was to do a 10k next week, but that race is being cancelled, so I will attempt this coming Saturday to do what I plan to do this Saturday, which is to do the Rondebosch park run. I'll be aiming to try and do a sub 24 if I can. We'll see how things go. It'll be a warm-up beforehand and a cool down afterwards, giving me a total anywhere between 10 and 15 depending on how I feel on the day. The week after that there is a 10k planned. I may do that one, I may not, and then the following week is my main aim for a 10k, which is the Blauberg Marathon 10k, and that one, yeah, so depending on what I do for the Elsies River, that will dictate what time I'm going for that. So I'll be able to fill you in that more on this coming week's video. So I will revert more to telling you my training I'm doing in the coming week. Get back to my old style videos. I did plan to do other clubs time trials and bring those to you, so I'm going to try and do that as well. Okay, but other than that, it's cheers for now.